What's up, YouTube, man? Today I am showing you guys how to make the best mid-range finisher in NBA 2K21. Now, you want to make it at power forward, and what this build is you wouldn't think this build's too good unless you know how the game operates. You don't need to have 90 interior defense to play good interior defense. So with this build, it's all about versatility on offense. You want to go with the one that gives you the Hall of Fame finishing, the Hall of Fame shooting, and then with the pie chart, I mean, you're going to want some strength, you're going to want some vertical, so I would go with the second one. You do lose out on some of the speed and acceleration, but you're not going to be 7'3", so your speed is going to be fine. With the finishing badges, you want driving dunk, you want standing dunk, and you want post hook. That's going to give you 14 finishing badges. With offense, you want mid-range, three-point, and post fade. That's going to give you 16 shooting. Remember, all of those can be Hall of Fame. The defensive badges, of course, is important. You want interior, you want lateral quickness, you want some block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, and then you can even do playmaking. You see you get your post moves up and your ball handle. That's actually going to give you 10 playmaking badges. Now with this last attribute point, I'm trying to put it places to see if I can get any more badges anywhere, and you can't. But if it's more your play style, you could give up playmaking badges to get more defense. You could give up, finishing or shooting, but that doesn't really make sense because you get Hall of Fame in those categories. So it is completely up to you, but this build, it can dominate on finishing, it can dominate on shooting, it can do its thing. It's got high post moves, so if it gets a mismatch, it's all about just kind of being offensively versatile on offense, because we all know everyone has played with a center that, yes, they're screening, yes, they're getting rebounds, but say, a guard switches onto them, you have a big on you, you give it to your center, and you're like, post him up, score. And this man can't even post up a guard, he can't even score. It's like you're having a bad game, and you can't rely on your center to get anything done. This build, you'll be able to get stuff done. I mean, look, post hook, post fade. I mean, it'll be able to do that at minimum. It's also going to be able to get nice driving dunks. It can do standing dunks. It can spot up well. It can hit the three, hit the midi. The weight, you see the weight, I mean, it's kind of up to you. It gets in higher interior defense, and you get a lot of strength. You do lose some speed, but like I said, in the 50s, you're going to go up against builds like those pure red paint beasts, those blue-red glass cleaning finishers. They're going to be a lot faster than you, and that's just going to be the one downside to this build, but they're not going to be able to shoot like you. Their post hook and post fade's not going to be as nice as yours considering the Hall of Fame badges that you get. And, it's just a build that you got to plan for. You got to have the right offense with this build. With the takeovers, I would go post. Rim's definitely nice too, but you don't need rim protecting takeover to make people miss this year. Now, I'm showing you guys some stuff. You see it's coming out as an interior finisher right now, and that's all because of the wingspan. So if you saw, I was maxing out the wingspan. That is what I would prefer, but maxing out the wingspan actually gives you the interior finisher name, and we don't want that. We want the mid-range finisher. So you see, even going down one, it's still interior finisher, and if you go too low on the wingspan, it makes it a 3-level score, as I'm going to show you. You see, I'm just testing it out. This is basically, so this is 90 wingspan, this is 3 up, you see this is minimum. You do start to get sharpshooting takeover as an option if you go lower on the wingspan, so if you're not too worried about the build name, and you just, you want the build that can shoot, that can hook, that can do all this stuff, and you can go lower and get that sharp takeover, it's going to make people, basically stick on you like glue. If they see post-scoring takeover, they may risk, you shooting, but if they see sharp takeover, they're probably not going to give you too many options. But as you see, 87 wingspan, 88 wingspan, this is the sweet spot. 87 gives you the sharp take, but like I said, it's actually going to give you the name 3-level score, which, 3-level score, it's not actually as common as it was last year. Last year, people didn't want 3-level score because everyone was a 3-level score, but they're pretty rare this year. But 88 wingspan is the sweet spot. You see, you get the rim and the post-scoring takeover option again, and it is a mid-range finisher. Jermaine O'Neal, Kevin Love, John Collins, shades of. Kind of good comparisons. Just taking a look at this build, though, I mean, like I said, if anyone ever tries to switch on to you, say a pure red paint beast picks up on a screen, all you got to do is tell your center to go down to the paint, post up, post hook the guard, post fade the guard, drop step the guard. I mean, anything. He can choose. He can have some fun with it. The driving dunks is 68. At 97 overall, he's going to be able to get park dunks. The standing dunk is super high, so you're going to get those nice, and you do get big man contact dunks, which not a lot of builds get. A lot of things you can do. See, with the finishing badges, contact is a must. You're going to want deep hooks. I mean, that's a super nice badge this year. Slithery finisher if you're doing a lot of driving. But if you're doing more posting, you can do back down punisher. You can do drop stepper. Consistent's always a good badge. Pro touch to help with your post hooks. So many options, and it's really if you want to be more of a pick and roller, straight, you know, just getting to the ball in the post and posting up, more of a popper. You know, you can do it all. Range extender, high zone hunter for the shooting badges. You're going to want flexible release. And then deep fades, like I said, man, the post fade is high. If someone's just sitting in the paint, you want to hit them with a quick post fade. From the free throw line, go for it with the playmaking badges. You want that quick first step post spin technician. I mean, you know, you're not going to want to post spin a pure red paint beast. But say, you know, you're going up against somebody, you get a mismatch, and then you can post spin them out of the way for an easy 2. Unpluckable is going to be big because everybody's going to be spamming X once you get the ball. You are a center. And with the defensive badges, you know, some clamps, some intimidators, some rim protectors, some chase down artists. You only get 8. You don't get the most in the world. Maybe some rebound chaser. You know, you can spread them out. I mean, you can do 8 bronze badges. You know, brick wall if you have a person that's doing pick and roll, pick and pop. You don't have the most defensive rebounding badges in the world. That is the weakness of this build, but that's why you got to use the offense ability. You shouldn't be giving the ball up too much if you're playing 2s. And if you're playing something like 3s and rec, as efficiently as you're going to be scoring, every once in a while if you get out rebounded, every once in a while if you give up a layup or something, that is going to be fine. Let me know what you guys think of the build, man. This is Tonic. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.